guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to review the Trader Joe's 12 Days of Beauty Advent Calendar. I don't know about you, but I feel like every year I see a ton of Advent calendars all over social media, and I think about them for like a minute. I get like really excited, and then when I actually peel it back and look at what is in there and what the cost of it is, I'm always like, nah, I'll take a pass on that. But when Ben and I were in Trader Joe's after Christmas, they had just put out their, I feel like December collection stuff that they come out with, like the limited edition snacks and different things that they have available. And as I was walking by, I saw that they had an advent calendar, and I thought, oh man, I'm really curious to know what's in there, because I've heard from different people over the years that they've recommended I try like different body care, skincare items from Trader Joe's, but when I'm in Trader Joe's, I never think of it. And then when I'm out of something, I never think like, oh, let me go to Trader Joe's and see what they have. So I ended up looking on the back, and they told you exactly what was in here. And there was enough in here that I thought like, yeah, I definitely want to try some of these things out. And in my opinion, it was very reasonably priced at $20. I feel like for me, anything that is sample size, once I get into like the $50+ range, I really pause and think like, do I love everything in there? And if my answer is no, I'm like, nah, I'm out. Like, I'm not paying that much money for sample sizes, especially if I don't love all the samples. And with this, I like that it was 12 days. It didn't feel like I was bringing in a huge volume of product. And I liked the array of things in here. Plus, $20 for 12 samples, not terrible. So I'm gonna go ahead and share with you my thoughts. I don't remember what day this was in and what order. I'm just gonna talk to you about what I have used. I will tell you a lot of these products I have used completely, and all but one of them I have at least tried. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna start on like a really high note. The Advent calendar came with two different body butters. It had the coconut body butter, and it also had the clementine body butter. I was a little bit nervous because sometimes I feel like body butters can have like that slippy, oily texture that I'm not the biggest fan of. I noticed this especially with the body butter equivalent in Fortune Cookie Soap's collection. I just find that it's a little too oily based for me. But I actually really liked these. I was slightly bummed with the clementine one because I wanted it to have more of a pow with its scent. It really, like, you had to really be smelling for clementine to pick it up, but it doesn't deter me from wanting to purchase a full size. I would be curious to see what a full size would do. I got about 2.5 body uses out of just this 1 ounce little container, which was really nice to see. I feel like the texture of this was really nice. It melts into your skin really pleasantly and leaves you feeling moisturized. I also noticed between lotioning from one night to the next that I wasn't finding my skin feeling dehydrated. We are not in the driest part of the year, but it is still pretty dry right now. Like, we have a humidifier in our bedroom right now because it can be a little bit dry at night, and my skin stayed nice and moisturized without feeling oily. So I definitely was into this. The coconut one also was lovely. The scent of this was just so good. I wouldn't describe myself as a coconut lover, and I think it's because a lot of times coconut to me reads plasticky because I don't think companies put good coconut in there, like the good scented coconut stuff. They just kind of go with the cheapy stuff, but not this. So when I was recently at my local Trader Joe's, I looked for the clementine one. I didn't see it in stock, so I don't know if this is just like a seasonal one and I missed it and like it doesn't really appear all the time, but they had the coconut one. So I decided to go ahead and pick it up. I think this retailed for $7. It was not more than 10, which for 8 ounces, I also like that it's in a tub. Like, there were a lot of pros for this, so I'm really happy to have discovered a lotion that I really do like, that I think would be good for this time of year. And I feel like I would be apt to purchase it if I was out of body creams from Bath & Body Works and it was beyond a sale time, because I'm never going to spend full price on the Bath & Body Works body creams. So really happy to have this, and I would recommend this if you're in the market for a body lotion. I started with a high, and now I'm going to move to a low. I have the Trader Joe's Cherry Blossom Ultra Moisturizing Hand Cream. Oh, you guys, I can't it smells so bad. It just, I don't even know. The cherry, I feel like the cherry is the dominant note. It doesn't even smell like a flower. It just smells so off-putting and so bad that I can't even tell you like what the hand cream felt like on my hands, because it was just such an off-putting scent that I immediately like applied it, smelled it, and washed my hands. So I can't tell you much about it. I asked my girlfriend if she wanted it, and she smelled it, and she was like, no, that smells nasty. I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so very sorry. But I do know that they make this in a rose scent. Obviously, I would have preferred the rose scent, really any scent but this nasty thing. So I haven't really got a whole lot to say about it, except the scent is gross. If you see it, don't get it, because it's just not good. It's just not, it's not good at all. Would not recommend this, and it was a definite bust for me. It was a real low in this particular calendar. Another item that we had was the Gingerbread Sugar Body Scrub. I have been told particularly to go out for their scrubs, and I have looked in the past, but I don't love lavender scents. I really don't prefer lavender as a scent, and that's really what I only ever see on my local Trader Joe's shelves. So I was really curious to try this, but I have to say, putting it into this tube, I understand, but wasn't a good call, because this is a very thick, very, very thick, like similar to Tree Hut type of thickness, and I wouldn't think Tree Hut scrubs would do very well in this type of tube. I think it really needs to be in a pot, and when I see the full-size ones at Trader Joe's, they do come in pots. So I'm not sure if they made this specifically for the advent calendar, or if the gingerbread scent is something that they only make in the tubes. I don't know, but I have to say, I didn't find this scent to be very appealing to me. And the scrub was fine, but I prefer Tree Huts, and I just think that this is a little bit too thick. I would have preferred something a little bit thinner, so that way I could have spread it out on my body really easily and like really been able to scrub. That would have been my preferred methodology, and I just think that this is too thick to accomplish that. The next thing that we got was the Trader Joe's Peel Off Vitamin C Face Mask. I actually had Ben and I do this face mask because I knew that there was going to be a lot of product in here and I wouldn't be able to use it all in one use. And I have to say, I haven't used a peel-off mask in a really long time. They're not my preferred way to do a sheet mask because I don't love the feel of peeling, and I oftentimes find like it's very difficult to peel off. However, with this mask, I definitely felt like it took a beat to dry down. I think it said to wait 15 minutes, but it took me like probably 30 minutes to have it completely dry down. But I was able to peel it off really easily. I wasn't left with like patches where I couldn't get the mask off. I was able to peel the whole thing, but I still feel like peeling is just not a sensation that I love, to like feel like I'm pulling off pieces of my skin. Ben did like it, so I feel like if we were ever low on a mask for Ben, we would pick this up. I don't know if this only comes in these foil packs or if they sell it in a tub or a tube. I'm not sure, but it definitely had me curious about what they offer, and if they had anything charcoal based, I probably would be willing to pick it up and use it, because you guys know I love charcoal, and I was pleasantly surprised by this mask. Okay, we come to the halfway point, which this will be really fast. It's the Blueberry and Acai Facial Scrub. I didn't get a chance to use this, unfortunately. I didn't realize I hadn't popped it out, which is odd because I was opening these every single day, like the days 1 through 12 of December. So I must have just like not opened one day and forgotten about it. And then as I was going to round up the items for this video, I was like, wait, how do I only have 11 items? And I was like scouring my whole house, and then realized I just hadn't popped this out. I am curious about this. I'm curious about the way it smells. So it's a bummer that I don't have it finished here, but I don't have a current exfoliator right now, so I'm definitely gonna go ahead and put this into my shower, and you'll probably see me talk about it in a future trash talk not that far away. For product number 7, I have another exfoliator. This was the exfoliating sugar cube. It came in a package like this. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about using this product, especially because I used the gingerbread one first and wasn't overly impressed with that one. But I will say this fared better. The last time I used an exfoliating sugar scrub was from Fortune Cookie Soap, and it was infused with oil, and it was just treacherous to get through. So I was afraid this was going to be the same thing, but it wasn't. This is very much like basically a solid block of exfoliant that you can use. And I used it in one single body use. So if you're somebody who likes the idea of just being able to take like one thing and using that to cover your whole body, I feel like this would definitely be an attractive exfoliant for you to use. It also isn't super intense, so if you're somebody who prefers a softer exfoliant, this would definitely be a good choice for you. And third thing is it didn't really have much of a scent. Like I think it just was infused with whatever natural ingredients it had, didn't have any like extra fragrance tossed in. So I didn't really get much of a scent from it. So if you don't like fragranced things, this is right up your alley. Sadly for me, I really like an abrasive scrub. I love scented things and I don't really necessarily mind like digging out my own amount of product. So I wouldn't purchase this for myself again, but I do think it's the better of the two exfoliants that I had. Item number 8, I'm pretty sure this one is full size. It was the Trader Joe's #1 Almond Cream Moisturizing Lip Balm. You guys, I like the packaging of this. I like that it scrolls up because I love seeing my progress. I can't tell you how many times I've scrolled up a chapstick to see how much I have left, only to then have to like push it back down with my finger because I scrolled it too high up. So love this packaging. The flavor of this, it reminds me of, I think it's amaretto is what it smells like, that like almond amaretto scent. It is pleasant, it's nice. I definitely think that this is more superior to a chapstick lip balm. I'm really trying to use up my chapstick lip balms and then I will never purchase them again because they're just very low quality products, but I feel like this is a little bit better and it feels a bit more moisturizing, less slippy on my lips. So very pleasantly surprised by this. I don't think I would ever think to purchase a lip balm from Trader Joe's, so it was nice to be able to give this a test. Additionally, the advent calendar included this Enrich Moisturizing Face Lotion Broad Spectrum SPF 15. It's a nice 1 fluid ounce, which I feel like, I don't know what the full size looks like, but most of the moisturizers that I've ever purchased from are no more than 2 ounces for face moisturizer. So I was really happy to see how large this was. I've used this a few times. I can't necessarily say if it's like been game changing for my face, but I didn't have any terrible reactions to it. And I am curious to keep trying it. I would like to look up what exactly the ingredients are for this. I can't imagine that they're that terrible because Trader Joe's prides themselves on using clean ingredients and having sustainable things on their shelves. So I'm looking forward to learning more about this and using the rest of this up and seeing if it might be something I might want to purchase a full size of and sort of adopt this as my new moisturizer, which I feel like would be so interesting if after I've tried out some like high-end things from Sephora to find myself ending up loving something just from good old Trader Joe's. So far, pleasantly surprised and intrigued to see how the rest of this goes. And I'm really happy to see how much product they gave for the moisturizer because I think it will give me a fair shot at really figuring out if I do in fact like it and want to adopt it into my skincare routine. Final skincare item that they included was this Rose facial oil. Yes, Rose. And this is actually very interesting. You guys probably have figured out by now if you watched any of my like body content, I don't like oily textures on my body, but I don't mind oil on my face. Don't get it wrong here. Oil is not my preferred, like what I want to have on my face. I don't tend to go out and purchase it, but whenever I get samples and stuff, I use it. I have used this a couple of times. I feel like I don't have the driest of skin, and I think if you did have really dry skin, this would be your best friend. I think right now I'm not in my like dry peak, but I think once I get there around the mid-January mark, I will appreciate having this. I don't know if I would need to buy it because I only have such a small window of time where I need the moisturization that an oil provides. But like I said, if you're someone who's very dry, this might be ideal for you, and the scent of it is nice. It's a nice rosy scent that I'm all about. Final 2 products are shower products that we got. So the first one is the Trader Joe's Toasted Marshmallow Shimmer Body Wash. Womp womp for this one. I don't know what it was. I felt like the texture of this was just very thin and it just didn't really lather. Like I felt like I was just basically rubbing it on my body, but nothing was really happening. And the scent of it was just really generic. It wasn't like a yummy vanilla. It just felt like that vanilla, like it just felt like a no brand vanilla scent that you see sometimes when holiday stuff comes out, people will just like randomly buy for someone they don't know that well. I feel like that's the vanilla scent that this was. So it did not inspire me to want to go out and explore their body washes. But let's be honest, I kind of will always love the Bath & Body Works shower gels. So I'm just not sure anything was going to like bump that out of my love. The last thing that we got was the Trader Joe's All for One Formula number 3, One for All shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. I really hate when people try to make a product be 100 different things. Like I don't know why. I don't know why it bothers me. I don't like it. I only use this as a shampoo, and truthfully, I think if you're in the market for a clarifying shampoo, this is it, because my hair would feel so like stripped down, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because I do feel like I get product buildup in my hair, you know, using dry shampoo, using heat protectant spray, oils, masks, like all those things. I do think each week I appreciate doing like a clarifying shampoo to help just bring it back down to ground zero. But I feel like this as an everyday would just dry the bejesus out of your hair. The one thing I will say that it's going for is when I went to go pick up the coconut body butter, I was looking for this. They sell this in like a huge container with a pump. And I think it's because they market it for all 3 things. So I think they're making you think like it's really big because you're going to use it for all 3 things. And it's only like $8. It's relatively inexpensive, but no. I think maybe if I was looking for a clarifying shampoo, yes, but at this moment, I'm not looking for it, and I'm not sure I want a product that big just for that one minute purpose. Like it's a real big tub that they sell of this stuff. So no, not a fan. So now that I've talked about all my thoughts on all 12 of the different items, I just want to go back to the items that I really did enjoy using. So I had both of the body butters that I really liked. Then I have the moisturizer that I'm really into. I've got the almond cream moisturizing lip balm, and then I also have the oil. So out of 12 products, I was really pleased with 5 of them, which I think that alone makes this $20 price tag worth it. Yes, $20 for arguably 4 samples and a full-size lip balm is not a great price point, but I will say that I am happy to have tried the other 6 products because I now know that those don't jive with me, and I would have been upset having to, one, spend money on the full size and then either force myself to use it or just throw it away, which neither one of those feels like good use of money. So like I've gotten some education about like what Trader Joe's has to offer in the beauty market. There is, if you're keeping track at home with math, no, I did not miscalculate. There is one item I haven't tried, and so that could be an item that I end up liking. So now 6 of the items I'm into, and then 6 of them that I'm less into. But still, like it was very educational, and I definitely think that come next year, if they have these types of products, maybe like some different scents or different things altogether, I wouldn't rule out buying it. So I'm really pleased with this. I'm curious to know if you picked this up or if you even knew Trader Joe's had an advent calendar / like, do you have Trader Joe's? I feel like people who have Trader Joe's are really obsessive about Trader Joe's. Like I feel like there are Trader Joe's fanatics out there. I'm not there very often because I don't have one super close to me. It's sort of out of the way, but I'll go there for certain reasons. But enough of me yammering. Those are all of my thoughts on the advent calendar. I very much appreciate you stopping by and spending some of your day with me, and I look forward to talking with you in my next video real soon.